You know, there was a young girl in our community. I'll call her Janet. This girl, she was a good friend of my family, a good friend of our daughters, and she had a vision, a dream. So if you sit down with her, you see in her face, you know, her face beaming with joy. I asked her one time, Janet, what are you going to do when you finish school? She said, oh, Pastor, I'll do great things, you know. I just want to go forward with my education, finish university, and maybe raise a family, get a good job, and so on. So here's a girl with a vision. But unfortunately, one night, she was coming and she was abused by some boys. She was grabbed in the bush and she was abused. And I think after a few days, we saw her coming home. This time, her face, which is always full of joy, she was very sad, with tears coming down. We sat her down and she told us a sad story. So when we advised her to take her to the doctor, and after a few weeks, she was found, she has been infected. And that touched us very much. A young girl, full of vision, just in one night, her dreams were shattered, and she started losing her body, just like that, slowly, slowly. And unfortunately, after some weeks, she gave up hope and she died. The Janets in this country, there are many who are dying without hope. So you and me, we are called really to help such ones. God has given us something in the hands. I like to tell the African story. In one big village, there was this wise man, very wise indeed. So every morning, he will go and sit around a very big tree, and people will go to him, and they will listen from his counsel, his advice. And one day, there was this young boy. He said, I think I'm going to show these people of the village that I'm the greatest. This old wise man is not as wise as they think. So this young boy grabbed an insect in his hand and he said, I'm going to trick this old man. I'll just ask him a simple question. If this insect was a dead one or it was a live one. So the boy went to this old man. He was seated there with so many people this morning listening to him. So the young boy said, Grandpa, good morning. Listen, I've got an insect in my hand. Now tell us, is it a dead one or it is a live one? So the young boy was thinking, if he says it is a dead one, I'll just open my hand, the insect will fly away. And if he says it is a live one, I'll just crush it and I'll kill it. So I'll catch him, there is no way. There is no in-between way, so I'll catch him both ways. So he was excited. Tell us, Granddad, is it a dead one, a live one? The old man looked at the boy, he scratched in his body head, and he said, son, dead or alive, the decision is yours. The decision is in your hand. My friends, when I think of that, I keep saying we have a decision to make. Each one of us as we live, each day we have a decision to live in our hands. So as we live like in a country like Zambia, we see all these kids, we see poverty, we have a decision to help. We have a decision. So I must also say that those of you who are privileged, those of you in the West, you have a decision. This world, God's world, I think we have to play a part because one day God will ask us, what did you do with what He gave us? And I think that is a message I'm sending to your brothers and sisters out there. You have a decision to make, a decision to help. Dead or alive, the decision, we have it in our hands.